years.
I'm here with Jean Thompson. Everyone is leaving here from the Marriott Hotel on the meet here in Jackson, Mississippi. How was everything for you the whole week?
The whole week
The whole
for me
week.
has been fabulous. I met a lot of people. I've seen people I haven't seen in 50 years. And like yesterday we went down to Canton. I did voter education registration work there in '63, and I went down about 2 days after Medgar Evers was assassinated. And I had gone, well anyway, I went back because my friend Matthew Suarez, we call him Fluky, said he was going to go back there because he worked down there too, I guess for about 4 or 5 years. And he was going to go and look up Mr. Chin's son and his brother-in-law. And I hadn't seen them for 48 years. That was the last time I saw them. And I've come this way about 4 or 5 times in the last 6 years, gone to Canton, and I did not remember where they lived, and I asked a couple of people if they knew of them, and everybody said, no, I never heard of them before. I don't know where that is, so I just knew I wasn't going to see the people anymore. So it was great to meet Mr. Chin's son. I remember him when he was a little thing, and I think he is part of the government there. His wife is a judge, and it was just fabulous just seeing them. And it was just like old times, hugs and kissing. And that has been the whole theme of this whole week. Being with people, not seeing them in a long time, and it's like your whole family. But the other part is the reception that we got here in Jackson is, there were times I was speechless as to, words could not describe what it felt like to be with people, and people were saying to you that you were their hero. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be where we are now. And the other thing was to see the changes in Mississippi. I'm not saying that it has totally changed. It has many yards to go by. And going to Parchment reminded me of some of the jails that I was in the city jail and the county jail in Jackson. But it didn't bring back the feeling, but you know, when that door closed and you don't have that freedom anymore. But just thinking back to some of the cells we were in, he had 4, 5, 6 people in one when we were in the county jail, in the city jail. I think that was the city jail. The other thing was hearing that Haley Barbour finally apologized. But to me, words is one thing, your action is totally different. I am hoping that by him saying those words, eventually it's going to open up his heart to do the right thing. But we shall see. Only time will say whether or not he's going to do what he says he's going to do. That he has changed. He would have to end a lot of stuff. He would have to do something for health care, education, child welfare, prenatal care, mainly open up jobs for people, that's when I will. When I see his action, yeah, then I will believe it. I just hope he stays on his knees a long time. Somebody open up that heart, and he will go in the right direction. So I'll pray for the man, and I pray for the state of Mississippi. At least I pray for the whole world. Let's see. And the other thing, you know, one of the ways to open up a person's heart is through that stomach. And the food and the way we're treated, it's been first class with triple A. I know a double A and 5 stars, if you get my drift. And everybody, it's been wonderful. Going to Medgar Evers' historic site, that was really good. And seeing his gracious wife and his daughter and the family. And then getting there and seeing all the people. That was a wonderful reception. Every place we went, it was just how people greeted us. A lot of things are beginning to blend. Went through so much, so you have to digest a lot of stuff. And I think I'm going to be writing. I've been writing every day, but I have to sit down and really write down everything to digest. Because it's going to take some time to absorb all of this that had happened. The reception that we had last night at the temple, that was wonderful. And I talked to the chef, and that whole spread was something that you would see for dignitaries. Of course, she said that all of you are dignitaries to us because of what you did. And she was saying that I am who I am today because of what you guys did. And what I did was from my heart. And I wanted it to reflect. And the preparation for the food that you are going to receive. And I told her, you put your foot in it, honey. But it was a great presentation. It's something like you would go to some reception for the president or something like that. She did an excellent job. And then it was the students, seeing the students and seeing how active they are and wanting to get advice from us as to what they should be doing. And that was, once again, I have no words to say. As seeing all of that, seeing them, how active they are. And the other part is the inclusion of people. We had a great representation, could have been more, but a great representation of all the so-called races, which I think is only one race, and that's the human race. But this was a rainbow of colors of people around the world, and I think we were blessed to see that. And it was the same. It was also reflected in the students, which is beautiful to me because they are our future, and they are coming together. They are talking about things, and hopefully 25 years from now, we will see the changes that they have made, and they will be passing it on to their youngins. And maybe in about 50 years, I know we're going to be seeing a different world. So that's all I have to say now.
I thank you so much, Ms. Jean Thompson. You have a safe trip back, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to have met with you.
And don't turn it off. And it was wonderful to see you being a photographer, self-taught, and those pictures that you gave us yesterday. Everybody said it's amazing
Thank you
Honey,
so
you got a future on your hand. I'm going to see you in Life magazine, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I'm trying to get there. I'm just trying to capture history and to pass it along to the youth
Okay.
and the ones that don't know, because it is so important. You have to know where you come from, because if you don't, you won't know when someone's taking you back.
That is true.
And that's a quote from Dr. Lowry, Joseph Lowry. He said that at election night at Ebenezer Baptist Church. And that is so true, because I can sit and talk to you all day long about the past, but if you don't know where you come from, you won't know when I'm taking you back.
Nope, nope, nope. That is so true. That is so true. But I know from whence I came from. My parents used to talk to us when we were little kids, telling us from whence we came.
From whence?
Yes.
From whence we came from.
And I found out where my mother's dad came from. We, Bamalike, tribe from Cameroon. Yes. So we know from whence we came. I came from some people who were emancipated. 4 years later, they were voting. They voted every year until Reconstruction was ended. And we have been active ever since. That's all I have to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.